We can't squeeze them out of the job market. What we'll do is we'll just put the hammer down on them and ride on them. Set these traps out here, whether it be the dope trap or whether it be some other kind of trap. Get them the okie doke some kind of way. We bring them in. You know, maybe the trap is domestic abuse. You know, maybe the trap is, you know, you had a dispute in the neighborhood or whatever, and you slap somebody or push somebody down on the ground. Next thing you know, you got a record. So what I'm saying is that ultimately the idea is they want our bodies warm or cold. They'll take it warm or cold. So their end game is to take us, and since they can't make no money with us with the trade, see, they can't make no money with us because we realize we can do our own thing when we got a trade. We don't need them. So they say, well, we got another way to get you. We'll get you before you ever even need it. You can even use that trade.
Yep.
We'll set these traps out there for you, let you fall right on into it, take you over to this prison system, and we'll get your ass to work for free. Yeah, we'll get you to use that trade, that experience, whatever little experience that you did gain, or we'll train you. Your trade, in fact, we're gonna take the trade out of the school and we're gonna put it in the prison.
Boy, that's cold blooded, man. That's cold.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, so definitely.
Now you're using the trade, so now you got a trade. Now you got a trade, but you're making 5 cents a day. You know, you make it 37 cents a day. But you got a trade, you can use it, but you're gonna use it with them. And that's the game. So that's why as Black men, we have to go above and beyond to stay out of their way. We got to get out of their way by all means. We damn near got to be perfect citizens in this type of structure that we're living under, because the goal for them is we are target. They want our bodies cold or warm. They don't care about us. They hate us. They want us dead. They want us in the prison. They want us sashaying around like a woman. That's what they want us to be. They can either way. They can control us in any way. None of these. If you in jail, you ain't no warrior. If you dead, you ain't no warrior. And if you run around here acting like women, you ain't no warrior. So,
boy, look at here.
So they got us. So that's why BET can run that play that they played, because it's bigger than just, oh, I want to do what I want to do. I like this person and this person like me. Why can't we just show our affection? No, they are trying to destroy the Black man in every single possible way. And if they can destroy the Black man, they can destroy the Black family.
Oh, for sure. And I always talk about that. I'm gonna tell you something, Will. The welfare system has crippled our community. It has crippled our community because I'm gonna tell you, I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm gonna tell you, the people I grew up with next door, the mama was on welfare. Now guess who they're? The same kids that I grew up with. Y'all still over here? They on welfare and got kids. That's what they do. They get together and pool the money. And what do these white folks tell the people? You can keep getting this money as long as you don't bring no nigga in here to lay up with you. As long as you bring a man in here, you out of here. You out of here.
That's some shit.
But now that we know that, hold on. But now that we know that, it's on us. See, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I do believe that all of us as human beings, we have a right to complain about something. If something bothers you, you have a right to complain. But after you complain, do something. And it's too many of us that just complain, but don't do anything after we complain. As men, I think it's unmanly to complain and don't put any action behind it. I think it's unmanly. I think it's unmanly. I think it's unmanly to not be a warrior, to not be a protector, to not be a provider. I think it's unmanly to lay up on a woman and expect a woman to take care of you. I think that's unmanly.
You know what, Willie? Let me say this. Let me say this. If we allow the system to continue to spoon feed us, then we're gonna always be in the same condition that we in, forever. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, we want the right to do this. We want the right to do that. Why the f we still have to ask for a right to do some shit? Well, this should already be granted anyway. Why in the f are we still, you know, dibbling and dabbling with this voting bill and shit? Why are we still fighting for the right to vote? You know, why every, you know, few years or so, you know, it come back and we got to ask for the right to vote again? You feel me? Like, this shit is getting up, y'all. We got to push the buttons.
They got to keep it that way to keep us in place. If they can't keep us in place, because they're already afraid that we're growing in this country and black people shouldn't be where they are.
Mitch McConnell Mitch McConnell is the biggest piece of shit in the Senate, y'all. I don't know if y'all pay attention to politics, but he's the biggest piece of shit in the Senate, y'all.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a whole bunch of.
He might be the biggest piece of shit, but all of them assholes.
Yeah, all of them is, man. Ain't none of them good. It's like, you know, one thing about it, you know, they keep getting on Trump about this tax stuff, right? And I thought about it. Taxation in itself it should be against the law. It's horrible.
It is.
You know, when they first came over here, you know, to America, whatever, and settled it, right? Wasn't that what they left England for? Them trying to press them with the money and stuff. Then they turned around in the 1800s and did the same thing again because it's time of war. You're only supposed to take taxes when it's time of war. That was the thing to support the war, but they kept it going because America has managed to keep herself in a state of war since then. Around the world, we somewhere fighting, so that allows them to keep taking our money. You think about it. I'm gonna ask all y'all this. Will, how much have you paid into the Social Security system?
I'll plead the fifth on that.
Brad, how much have you paid into the Social Security system?
Millions and millions of dollars, bro. You know why? Oh. They take that money, they take that tax money that they get from you, and they advance some of that money to your Social Security.
Exactly.
Man.
Every time I get paid, it's something going to Social Security.
But check this out though, right? I looked at some shit the other day, and it says that through my life, I've already accumulated enough credits to retire, right? But I'm not allowed to retire. I thought it was 60. I looked on there. This motherfucker said 67. Okay.
67 years old, yeah.
So I retired at 67 years old. I don't gave these people almost a little bit over $500,000 already, right? I don't gave them all this money. I retired at 67. How much longer am I? Let's keep it 100. How much longer past 67? Am I gonna live 10 years past 67? If I'm lucky, I think
the average for a black man is like 73. So you got 5 years, about 5-6 years after that.
Man, that's a whole lot of cheese left over. Now that's the question, Will. What are they gonna do with that money? Now I kill over, I pass away. Are they gonna cut my wife and kids a check and say, here you go, your father was an honorable man, here's the rest of his money? No, where did that shit go? It's all a con game, man.
Yeah. Money go back into the pot.
And we can't beat it.
It go back to the pot, but who's gonna be the person? It's like, you know, we sit up here and talk, Will, and I don't like talking, man. I'm about action like you. What can we do about this shit? We don't have no real strong leadership in the community, man. There's a lot of shit that's really just going sideways.
I have a, you know, I take issue with like leadership, like black leadership, like saying that we don't have leadership. And the reason why I take issue with that is because if we focus on a leader, anytime we have somebody, we can say, that's our leader. That's our leader. When they kill the leader, they take out the leader, then the movement dies. And see, this is our movement. This is why every time we get a movement going, everybody get on board. Okay, we got our leader. And then they take them down, and then the movement just dies. So every single one of us have leadership in us. We are capable of leading. We are capable of leading. We just, those of us who are capable, I won't say all of us are capable of leading because all of us are not capable of leading. But many of us are capable of leading, and there's leadership all around us. It's just that the people that are leaders are not, you know, raising their hand and saying, I'm the leader. You know, that they're not, you know, like, you're a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader. These people, everybody right here, I'm talking right now is leader. You know how I know y'all leaders? Because I know a little bit about all y'all. I know a little bit about all y'all. And everything that I've seen about y'all told me that y'all was a leader. You know, y'all not followers. Everybody on here is not followers. Everybody kind of moved to their own beat of their own drum.
Yeah.
That's leadership, and we just need more. We need more individuals to assume their role.
You 100%
Yeah,
right.
and you know where it starts to, and you know, just to get behind what Will is saying, man. I think that we need to control that vote, man. Once we control that vote and put the right people in place to make decisions for us, this shit'll start going a lot different, man. Right now, we really taking the vote for granted. If you get a motherfucker like Willie D in the office, you're gonna see some changes. You know, like me in office, you're gonna see some changes, man, because it has to be done.
Will they allow that though? Face, will they allow that?
I mean, but listen, they're gonna have to allow it, or they're gonna keep going through the shit they've been going through. You got motherfuckers in there that's been sitting in Congress and Senate for 50 years, bro, and they ain't did shit but sign their name on some shit or pop up at a motherfucking funeral, dog. That's not leadership, bro. Leadership, not just leadership for black people, but leadership for us to get out of this position that we in, y'all. We have to get out of this position that we in, bro. We fucked, and we continue to take it for granted. Like we take it for granted. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go and work for this company, man, and I'm gonna make me, you know, $55,000, $60,000 a year. And the person behind me ain't got no fucking job, but fuck him, I'm cool. That's not how we should be looking at things these days, bro. We should be looking at, man, okay, I got a job that's gonna pay me $60 grand a year, but how do I get the next man on so he can take care of his family?
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's our answer. The answer is group economics. That is the answer. Once we build our economic system, then you run it. This is how you run it. If you ain't got money in the United States of America, you ain't running nothing but your mouth. You gotta have money. Money, run it. Money, run it. So you. This is why in every major city in America you have these Asian communities that before they became Asian communities, they may have been mixed communities or predominantly black communities or whatever. And you know, you ride by and the street is called Bel Air. You come through there a year or so later or one day, and you just ride by and the street is called / Tic Tac.
Chinese spot now.
You know, and you didn't hear no news story about changing the name of the street. They didn't have to get anybody to march with no celebrities came out with no special announcement. They just changed it. You know what? They did? That's money. Money did. Money make things move. So we got a lot of us. We got the money, but what we're not doing is pooling our resources and reaching back to grab even more people and teach them the game. You know, a lot of times people say the game is sold, not told. No, we got to tell the game. You know, because we said that too. The game is sold, not told to an extent. But a lot of this game needs to be told in order to bring our people along. Those of us who are seeking that knowledge, that's thirsty for that knowledge, we got to give them the game. We can't afford, we don't have the luxury of not giving them the game. We out of here, bro. We at war. We in trouble. We in trouble. And it's all hands on deck. We don't have the luxury of not sharing the knowledge. We don't have the luxury of tapping that little youngster that might be a little wild and everybody's scared of them. We don't have the luxury of not stepping to them and just trying to show them a different way. We don't have that luxury.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gonna tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Extra chronic pose. This is not